People today live in a loud and busy world, so silence is often seen as a challenge. It can make us feel unsafe and nervous, so we rush to fill the void that silence creates. Stoicism, on the other hand, says that silence isn't just a way to keep secrets or stay out of trouble. It's also a powerful way to find inner peace and mental strength. I once heard a civil case lawyer talk about how he uses silence as a strategy in court. When a witness seems to be done talking, he will purposely be quiet for a short time to make the room tense. This silence often makes the witness want to keep talking, which can lead to mistakes. There's more to silence than meets the eye. It sends a strong message that you don't have to talk all the time to fully understand the power of speech and silence. If Epicurus taught us anything, it was to be quiet most of the time, and only speak when necessary. He also told us that every word we speak and every moment of silence we keep shows respect for others, self-respect, self-awareness, and a deep understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Are you ready to learn more about the power of silence? Let's take a trip together to see some important times when silence is not only an option, but also a must. It's very important to watch the whole movie and not miss any lessons. Each point will teach you something important about how important silence is in life. Lesson 1. How to handle being mad. Number 1. How to handle being mad. When we're trying to work out a project with a tense coworker, when we find out that a relationship is ending, or when our child doesn't listen to us, we've all felt our hearts sink with anger. Anger can come on quickly, like a storm from the depths, destroying our reason and leaving behind a trail of regret and pain. When this happens, Stoicism can help us face these strong feelings with both reason and compass. When a friend betrayed Sina, a Stoic philosopher, he didn't get angry. Instead, he thought about it and realized that anger is often worse for us than the injury itself. He chose to deal with the situation with empathy and understanding, knowing that everyone is fighting their own battles inside. To deal with anger, the first step is to recognize it and accept it with clarity. This doesn't mean hiding or denying your feelings. It means being honest about them. Stoic reasoning can help you see things more clearly once you know what's making you mad. Remember that anger doesn't usually solve the problem. It makes it worse. 3. Ask yourself what you can do to use your anger for good or to learn something important. 4. Think about using your anger to improve yourself and your relationships with other people. For example, if you're mad at a friend for a misunderstanding, you could talk about it and clear things up instead of getting back at them, which would make your working relationship stronger. Stoicism not only helps us control our anger, but it also shows us how to use it to improve ourselves and others. By doing this, we find inner peace and improve our relationships with others. If you agree that controlling your anger well is important for keeping your relationships and mental health in good shape, try these ways to deal with your anger. Figure out what's going on. Know the mental and physical signs that you're angry. If you get angry, step back from what's going on and say sorry. Give yourself time to calm down before you answer. If you do this, you might not say or do something you'll later regret. Relaxation and deep breathing. When you're angry, do some deep breathing or try other ways to relax, like progressive muscle relaxation or meditation. This can help calm your body and mind. Open up about how you feel instead of keeping your anger inside. To get rid of stress, let it out in healthy ways. Talk to a family member or friend you trust. Do something physical or write in a book. Find what sets you off. Take note of what makes you angry and try to avoid or spend less time with it as much as possible. This could mean setting limits. It can be hard to be clear about what you need or make changes to your lifestyle. Negative thoughts and ways of seeing things can make you angry. To calm down, ask yourself if these ideas are real and consider other points of view. Show empathy by trying to understand someone else's feelings and thoughts, even if you don't agree with them. Figuring out where someone else is coming from can help you calm down and talk to them in a better way. Get help from a professional. You might want to talk to a therapist or psychologist if your anger is really getting in the way of your relationships, work, or general quality of life. They can help you deal with your anger better by giving you new ways to think about and act on it. Living a healthy life means working out regularly, eating well, getting enough sleep, and not drinking or using drugs too much. These habits can help you calm your mind and let go of anger. Forgiving others is important because holding on to regrets and resentments can make you more angry. Try to forgive others and yourself. Letting go of old feelings can help you feel better and calm down. Do not forget that it's possible to learn how to control your anger with help and time. When you face lesson number 2, give yourself some time and enjoy the little wins that blow along the way. When things aren't fair, it's not only a test of fairness, but also a lesson in the strength of the spirit to face injustice. Stoic philosophy teaches us not only how to control our reactions, but also how to find peace within ourselves when life gets tough. Stoics don't see silence as giving up or accepting something without a reason. Instead, they see it as a strong choice that helps us face and overcome injustice without losing our inner peace. For example, think about an ex-lover. You are a hard-working, experienced worker who has been let go by your company. One day, you find out that a less experienced coworker was promoted instead of you. You feel slighted and your self-esteem is low, but you decide to think about it and reevaluate your worth and what you really want in your career. Don't let your feelings cloud your judgment. Instead, do something to improve your skills and learn more. Because it helps us connect with our ELV and the depth of our values. Silence is the best way to deal with anger, according to Marcus Aurelius. It's better to be silent than to respond with anger or negative emotions. The power of silence helps us stay in charge and see the bright side of things in life. Practicing silence can help us deal with any problem, and it also makes us stronger and more resilient in any situation. With the power of silence, we can handle any problem that life throws at us. It's not enough to just accept them. We need to see them as chances to grow. This is what Stoic philosophy does for us. It makes us stronger and more independent in life. It's normal to feel a lot of different emotions when something isn't fair. There's no need to try to hide how you feel. Instead, be aware of them and accept them. Look over the situation. Take a step back and look at the situation without any bias. Find out why you think it's wrong and see if there are any other reasons or points of view you haven't thought of. Get a different point of view. If you trust someone, telling them about what's going on can help you understand it better and maybe see it from a different point of view. Pick an answer and decide what you will do about the wrong. It's easy to act without thinking, but by giving your choices some thought, you can make better choices. When you talk to the right people about your feelings and worries, be calm and direct. Be assertive if it's okay to do so. Talk about why you think things are wrong and what you'd like to happen to fix them. Pay attention to the things you can change. You may not be able to change some parts of the situation. Don't think about those things too much. Instead, focus on the things you can change, like the things you do and how you act. Use the right means to look for justice. It's important to get justice the right way if the wrong is big and has real effects. For example, you could file a formal complaint or talk to a lawyer. Do something good for yourself. It can be hard on your feelings to deal with unfairness, so make sure you take care of yourself first. Do things like yoga and meditation that help you relax and heal. Getting rid of anger towards someone or something you believe is wrong can be bad for your health in the long run. You should forgive others, but not just because they deserve it. Do it for your own peace of mind. To learn and grow, use the time you spend dealing with unfair situations as a chance to do so. Think about what you learned and how you can handle similar problems better in the future. Reminder. Lesson 3. How to get through the storm of the third lesson is how to handle the storm of insults. Being rude before we begin. Lesson 3. Let me tell you a story about Cato, a famous Stoic philosopher and politician. Kay was known for always sticking to his morals, even when his friends made fun of him for it. He never changed. His life is a great example of the Stoic belief that true strength comes from our beliefs, not from what other people think of us. In fact, our lives often go through rough patches. Stoics are not superstitious, and they don't just act like they don't care about insults. Instead, they know that other people's opinions are just that, opinions, and that they can't change their true value. In this way, they focus on controlling what they can change instead of what they can't. Stoics also practice controlling their emotions every day. When they are insulted, they don't let anger or hurt take over. Instead, they keep their spirit calm. Stoics believe that insults are a normal part of life and that they are not worth losing control over. Instead of getting angry or hurt, they keep their thoughts clear and lucid so that they can make the best decisions and deal with things in the best way possible. Finally, Stoic philosophy teaches us about empathy and tolerance. Instead of responding with words or actions, they may choose silence or a gentle word to keep conflicts from getting worse. Encourage more good things, to sum up the message. It's not enough to just avoid insults. You have to learn to be wise, patient, persistent, and determined. The only way to live a free and calm life, even in the worst situations, is to follow the Stoic philosophy. Can we live a free and calm life even in the hardest situations? The fourth lesson is about taking care of the rumors. There will always be people who criticize or spread rumors about others without a good reason. What counts is not that we have these problems, but how we deal with them and get through them. Being patient and in charge, which is taught by Stoicism, can help us deal with problems in a strong and calm way. For example, when false rumors are spread, we shouldn't get mad or panic. Instead, we should use our minds to look at the situation clearly and act with understanding. Silence can also be a strong and smart reaction. To protect our honor, we should not speak out, but instead choose silence and patience and let time and the truth give us the answer. Beyond and understand that being quiet is not a sign of weakness, but of strength and self-control. Sometimes keeping quiet is the best way to protect yourself and stay calm. Remember that real strength doesn't come from getting angry or upset, but from being patient and confident enough to stay quiet and face problems with calmness and wisdom. But don't get me wrong, you can stay quiet and let time take its course, or you can take a smarter road, take a mental picture of yourself working in a big company where rumors and news spread fast one day. You hear a rumor that you were suddenly promoted because you catered to your boss's emotions. This rumor shocks and confuses you, but it also gives you a chance to practice Stoicism in real life. Instead of getting angry or worried, you choose to be calm and confident. The first thing you do is face this information directly, not denying or ignoring it. Instead, you meet with your boss to have an open and direct conversation to clarify an issue. Stoics say that you can get through anything and become stronger in the process. Have you ever been the target of false rumors about yourself? If so, please share your story in the comments section of this video. Dealing with talk can be hard, but there are a few things you can do to do it well. Sometimes talk needs our attention. Tell people you don't want to hear or take part in talk. Don't take part in the talk yourself. That will show others how to behave. If people see that you don't spread stories or say bad things about other people, they might be less likely to include you in those kinds of conversations. You shouldn't focus on spreading rumors and gossip. Instead, you should make friends and create an environment where people feel supported. If gossip is making you very upset or hurting your health, you might want to talk to family friends or a psychologist who can give you advice and a different point of view. If you think someone is gossiping about you in a way that is harmful or crosses the line, you should write it down and report it if necessary. You could also report it to the right people, like HR at work or school management in a school setting. Remember that you can choose how to react to what other people say, but you can't change what they say. Stay true to your values and work on making relationships and places better. Number of lessons. Lesson 5. What to do when you're being criticized. Unfairly. Maybe the first thing that comes to mind when someone criticizes you unfairly is to defend yourself. But Epicus offered a different way to handle it. You shouldn't try to protect yourself by saying things like, "He didn't know about my other flaws, or he wouldn't have brought them up on his own." This is a powerful lesson in self-control and self-awareness. Everyone has to deal with criticism, but it's especially hard for people who have to deal with unfair criticism. The first thing a Stoic does is calm down. Instead of getting angry and reacting quickly, they listen and think about what was said. Self-control not only shows that you are strong, it's also one of the main things that makes a respectable person different from someone who doesn't have any. Stoics accept reality as it is, even if it may be unfair. They know that understanding is the key to mental freedom, so when they say yes, they're not agreeing with injustice. Having faith in quiet is the only thing that can save you. It shows that you are in charge and keeps an unfair situation from turning into a fight that never ends. Stoics know that being strong doesn't just mean speaking out. It also means being able to hold back and choose what to say in a world full of unfair criticism and injustice. Stoic philosophy is a great way to get strong and take charge of your life. It says that if we accept the truth, use the power of silence, and trust in what is right, we not only live an honest and patient life, but we also bring hope to the world. Good job on making it halfway through today's movie. Your presence here shows that you are ready for this journey, so let's move on to the last 5 lessons of keeping quiet as we continue to grow. 6th lesson, how to deal with lesson 6, how to handle loss. Loss. In real life, you will lose things, which can lead to deep feelings and hard times. Many kinds of loss are unavoidable in our lives, like the pain of losing a loved one, the void that comes with losing a job, or the emptiness that comes with giving up something we hold dear. All of these things can make us feel lost and helpless in the face of endless waves of despair. When we face loss, the most important thing is to accept and understand that everything is temporary. Life is like a trip through a stormy sea with big waves. We think that mental training and patience can help us face any problem head-on and with wisdom. But Stoicism isn't about trying to become numb or avoiding emotions. It's about accepting all emotions naturally and keeping them in check. This way, we can live a meaningful life and enjoy every moment, whether it's happy or sad. Dealing with loss is a very difficult thing to do. You have the right to feel the emotions that come with losing someone. Whether they are sadness, anger, guilt, or nothing at all, get help. Talk to family, friends, or a support group. They can help you feel better and offer comfort during this tough time. When you're sad, telling other people how you feel can help you feel less alone. If you've lost someone close to you, make sure you take care of yourself, even if it's hard. This could mean creating a memorial, following traditions or rituals, or thinking of ways to remember them through acts of service or kindness. Being mindful. Do some deep breathing exercises. Some types of awareness, like meditation, can help you stay present and grounded when you're having a bad mood. Being aware can also help you understand and accept how you feel. It's okay to have good and bad days, so be kind to yourself as you go through the ups and downs of losing someone. Take some time to think about what you believe. Sometimes, religious or spiritual ideas can help you feel better after losing someone close to you. Think about what life, death, and the future mean to you based on your beliefs. Different people deal with loss in different ways, so it's important to find what works for you. Most importantly, be kind, patient, and gentle with yourself as you go through the hard process of healing. 7th lesson. Stoics don't brag when other people do. 7th lesson. The Stoics don't talk when other people are bragging. Stoic thought says that we have to deal with life's problems every day. Most of the time, self-control is what you need to fix these issues. People who are quiet are calm, patient, and have a good sense of themselves and the world around them. If someone compliments you, don't let your pride and complacency get the best of you. Instead, look at these compliments with mental independence and don't let gossip or other people's opinions affect you. By being quiet, you will find strength in knowing that your self-worth doesn't depend on what other people think of you. This is what the ego wants in a society. Mental independence and patience are seen as very important traits when people praise and compliment you. If they do, keeping quiet shows that you are strong and have deep thoughts. If someone says nice things about you, it's best to keep quiet. It's a sign of self-control and a way to make room inside for peace and spiritual freedom in a world that is often violent. Likes being lazy and being proud, St. Thomas Aquinas said that being quiet shows that you are strong and in control. Number of lessons? 8th lesson. How to get through the seas of ignorance with Stoic grace. 8. How to get through the seas of ignorance with Stoic grace. We often go through the great seas of uncertainty in the journey of life. These are the waves of mystery and unpredictability that are always ready to test our strength. Facing these challenges is not only a battle with problems from the outside, but also a journey of self-discovery and self-conquest during those hard times. To deal with ambiguity with patience and determination, Stoicism is like a light shining through the darkness. In a sea of UNC certainty, we will always feel lost, but Stoicism teaches us that not knowing is not only a temporary state, but also the essence of life. Accepting that we can't know everything ahead of time is normal, and it even opens the door to discovery, learning, and growth. Being scared or giving up when you don't know what to say is not the same thing. Being quiet doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're strong and sure of yourself. Being still helps us control our feelings, gives us time to think about ourselves and others, and makes us more aware of our own and others' feelings. By responding maturely and deeply with the spirit of Stoicism, we not only get through the challenges of the unknown, but we also get stronger and more resilient. It's not just a journey, but a profound experience of what life is all about, so please like and share this video if you can find the power, depth, and peace in your own life. As a person, it's normal to not know everything, accept that you don't know everything. This will help you be more humble in every way. Pay attention to what you can change. Stoicism tells you to let go of things you can't change and focus on the things you can. You might not know everything there is to know about a subject, but you can choose how you feel, what you do, and how hard you try to learn. Mindfulness practice can help you learn more. Mindfulness means focusing on the present and being aware of your feelings and thoughts. When you don't know what to do, watch how you react without judging yourself, and choose how to answer thoughtfully instead of reacting. Build resilience by understanding that ignorance or setbacks are opportunities to learn and grow. Challenges should be seen as chances to improve yourself and become smarter. Think about what you want to learn. When you hear something new, keep an open mind and are ready to think about it from different points of view. Don't be afraid to say that you don't know a lot. Instead of being overwhelmed by what you don't know, use logic and reason to get through uncertainty. Look at the information you already have, ask questions, and try to get more information. When you can accept that some things will always be out of your control or that you can't understand, don't fight stupidity. That's just life. Focus your energy on things that can make a change for the better. Grow qualities. Work on getting better at things like grit, patience, courage, and wisdom. When things get tough, these traits will help you stay true to yourself and calm down. Remember the Stoic teachings to improve the way you think and act. Regularly think about these teachings and ideas. If you follow these rules and habits, you'll be able to sail through the ocean of ignorance with Stoic ease. Stoic. Philosophers like Epictetus, Marcus Aurelius, and Seneca can help you deal with ignorance by giving you advice and direction. Practice gratitude. Be thankful for what you already know and for the chances you have to learn and grow. Being grateful can help you stop focusing on what you don't know and start appreciating all the things you do know and experiences you have. Number of lessons. The 9th lesson. When there are false rumors, the art of silence for Stoics. 9. How to keep quiet when claims are spread that you're not true. Silence is not only the lack of speech, but it's also a smart choice that can help us learn more about ourselves and the world around us from a calm point of view, especially in a world full of lies. Being quiet doesn't mean you're weak, it means you're secretly strong and determined. When we choose to be quiet, we not only give ourselves time to think about and evaluate what's happened in insight, but we also make it more likely that we won't react quickly to false rumors or criticism, and we won't let our emotions or doubts get the best of us. Instead, we keep our honor and morals in the light of Stoicism. Silence doesn't mean refusal or failure, it means certainty and patience. In silence, we find freedom and inner strength that gives us the power to face and overcome any task with clarity and determination. Stoics know that being quiet is more than just not talking. It shows mental strength and resolve. It's in silence that they find the strength to fight back against false charges and stand up for what's right. They don't let false information hurt their beliefs and self-esteem. Instead, they see silence as a wall that keeps the mind and soul safe from bad things happening in the outside world. We really understand what silence means when it gives us peace, the strength to control our feelings, and the courage to stand up for what's right and true. That's when we see silence not as a sign of weakness, but of mental strength and clear thinking. Lesson 10. Accepting. Lesson 10. Being okay with being silent. When you don't know what will happen. It's normal to be quiet when you don't know what to do. The world we live in is full of chaos and confusion, so it's normal to be quiet when things aren't clear. Even though it's a choice, silence is an art and a noble way to live out the Stoic philosophy in society. When it seems like everything is floating in a sea of information and reasoning, silence becomes a powerful weapon. Instead of reacting quickly to every flicker of light or shadow, choose to stay quiet. This will help you stay calm when everything is unclear and hard to understand. It's smart and a spiritual sign of independence and sagacity to keep quiet when you don't know what will happen. But if we want to really understand and use violence when we don't know what will happen, we need to train ourselves. We need to practice self-control and not let changes in the outside world throw us off. We need to learn how to stay calm and accept the unknown instead of giving in to fear and anxiety. Remember that in silence, we not only find peace, but also the Stoic way of Stoics says that we learn the most about ourselves and the world around us when we listen to the voice of salience. Here are 10 times when we should choose quiet to really understand how important it is to be listen, and show respect. This is not only a lesson in maturity, but also the key to spiritual freedom and inner peace. When we choose to stay silent in tough situations, we not only protect ourselves from hasty words, but we also grow a patient, wise, and compassionate soul. In this way, Mutis becomes a powerful tool that helps us approach and solve problems more intelligently and humanely, but so that this journey not solve problems more intelligently and humanely, but so that this journey not only affects one person, but also the whole community. Please join us by leaving your mark, by sharing and liking, so that we can build a strong community where love and knowledge are always being shared. Please leave a comment with your thoughts and the lesson that interests you the most. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any valuable lessons about life and the path of cultivating the mind according to Stoic philosophy together. We will make the world more open and deeper.